Good day, my dear students, and for today's discussion, I'll be discussing forces and Newton's laws of motion. But this chapter, I'll be focusing on the first law of motion, which is the Newton's law uh, of inertia. Okay, so without further ado, let us now start this discussion. So the concept of force and mass. So in force, push, we have the push or pull. So there are so many examples for this force. Example, you're opening a door. Sabihin natin, door of a store. Sabi dito ay pull. Dahil nga madalas, because of our muscle memory, madalas pinupush lang po natin, right? So that's considered as a force. So meron kang opposing force na ginagawa doon. Sabi daw pull, ginawa mo push. Pag sabi namang push, ginagawa mo minsan pull. So, may contradictions about that. But still, we're focusing on the force. Force like moving an object forward or backward. Now, under these forces, we have two types. We have the contact forces and the non-contact forces. For the contact forces arise from physical contact. Again, there's so many examples of that. Sabihin natin yung pag-upo mo, may force of contact na po yan. Yung pagkuha mo ng baso, pag iinom ka, there's already considered as a acting force. Pag type mo ng keyboard, may acting force din po yan. So on and so forth. Now, for the non-contact force, such as action at a distance forces, they do not require contact force. It means that you don't need to touch it or do anything about it. But this requires a gravity and electrical forces. So basically, in terms of magnetism and gravity. So here's a picture to sum this up. Remove lang natin. To sum this up, again, contact forces interaction between objects that touch, and non-contact force attract or repel even from a distance. So we have applied force, spring force, drag force, frictional force, and normal force. For the non-contact force, we have the magnetic force, electric force, and gravitational forces. You can see this one, wala naman silang kailangan hawakan, right? So it's a matter of potential and kinetic energy. Yun ang sinasabi natin dito. Okay? Now, in the mass calculus of force, arrows are used to represent forces. The length of the arrow is proportional to the magnitude of the force. For example, si Sir La Madrid po, this is Sir La Madrid, and this is a box, right? So, sabihin natin, in a x-axis, kung gusto ko lang i-move forward yung box, so ang direction po natin is this one. Okay? Then, sabihin natin, gusto kong i-atras yung box, then the representation of arrow is this one. Okay? Now, if naka-incline ka naman, this is incline. So, mangyayari po, meron ka pong opposing force. So, si Sir La Madrid ay pinupush yung box. So, I'm pushing it. So, I have a net force of 50. And then, merong opposing force. Dahil nga pa backward, dahil incline po siya, sabihin natin, I have 10. So, that's how you draw it or illustrate it. So, ganun din po pag incline, so may active force na down, sabihin natin ito ay 20 Newton. And then, ang forward force niya ay 10 Newton. Okay? So, without further ado, let's move on the next chapter. Mass is a measure of the amount of stuff contained on an object. Okay? The mass is a measure of amount of stuff contained in an object. So, yung pinakabigat niya. Okay? The bigat itself. Now, in the Newton's first law, an object continues in a state of rest or in a state of motion at a constant speed along a straight line unless compelled to change the state by a net force. So this Newton's first of law or the law of inertia, ito po yung naririnig natin madalas or siguro bago man lang sa pandinig nyo, if an object is at rest, remain at rest. If an object is in movement, will it move? Right? So, imagine you're already at home after school. Pag humiga ka, ang hirap ng bumangon. Right? Because, again, if an object stays at rest, it will remain at rest unless you exert force about it para po mag-move. For example, inutusan ka ni mama, nakahiga ka. Inutusan ka ni mama o ni daddy, then that's considered as a force. O, mapapatayo ka. Let's say naman po, kung ikaw naman po ay, again, a car, sabihin natin ito yung car, nakapark yung car natin, so it will remain at rest. So no matter what you do, it will remain at rest. But if you put or you exert a greater force, no, a greater force, so sabihin natin ang mass po ng car natin is around 150. Okay? 150. And then you exert a greater force, let's say 300 kilograms. It's a matter of difference nila is magiging 150, right? 150 kilograms. So that's considered as greater force. And therefore, you exert a greater amount of force, this car will now move. Okay? So that's how the law of inertia works. So sabihin, again, kung meron tayong car na 150 kilogram and you exert minimal force, let's say 100 kilograms. So if you're going to compute that, it's considered as negative 50 kilograms, right? So completely will remain at rest pa rin to. Okay? Because you didn't exert a amount of force. Now, just like this one, the net force on an object is the vector sum of all forces acting on that object. The SI unit of force is the Newton. So, yung sinusulat ko pong N kanina, that is Newton. So, to expand that in every Newton, there is a kilogram times meter per second squared. Oops, sorry. Again, in every 1 Newton, there is a 1 kilogram times meter per second squared. I think 1 or 1,000, just like that, okay? So again, the individual forces, for example, this is your exerting force, the 10 newtons, and then meron siyang opposing, now 4 newtons, then therefore, 4 minus 10, then you'll get, can be negative 6 newton, or let's say 6 newton will be possible. Okay? Now, individual forces, again, you get here the 3N and the 4, and the net force will be 5 Newton. So, ito ibang example naman to. This will be further discussed in the second law of motion. So, this is just examples for you to see it. Now, inertia is the natural tendency of an object to remain at rest or in motion at a constant speed along a straight line. So the mass of an object is quantitative measure of inertia. So the SI unit of mass is kilograms. So if in case there will be a word problem na grams, you need to convert it into a kilograms. So on and so forth. So no matter what will be, hanggat hindi po siya kilograms, huwag niyo po siyang sasagutan agad, or you will not put it directly on your equation kasi mamamali po kayo agad. So again, read and understand carefully the word problem para po once you proceed to the equation on the solution part, madali nyo na lang po siya maiintindihan. Okay, again, inertia is the natural tendency of an object to remain at rest or in motion at a constant speed. Again, if our object is at rest, it will remain at rest. But our object is in motion, will remain motion at a constant speed. Take note of that. Okay? And I think that this will be, so addition to this one, an inertial reference frame is one in which Newton's law of inertia is valid. All accelerating reference frames are non-inertial. Tandaan po natin, lahat po ng gumagalaw ay non-inertial. May reference frame po natin. Again, yung reference frame natin, yung pagbabasihan po ng ating acceleration or ng force or ng movement, anything about that. So kapag meron pong may accelerating reference frame po tayo, for example, si Sir La Madrid ay tumatakbo. Oh yan, tumatakbo. Mali. So Sir La Madrid ay tumatakbo. Tapos meron din pong fast approaching po na sasakyan. So, kung magiging basihan mo natin ang sasakyan, well, hindi po natin siya magiging masasabi as inertia. But if there will be a tree, okay? So, tree yan. Pwede po natin itong maging basihan as the inertial reference frame. Kasi stationary. Again, this one is stationary. Okay? And without further ado, let us now proceed on this part. Try this. Determine the following statement if it is true or false. So just simply write true. It can be T or the word true. True or false lang po natin to. And I'll give you a minute about that. And after that, I'll be proceeding to the next slide to show the answer. Okay, let us now proceed to the next slide. So first, inertia is tendency of an object to resist motion. So this one is true. Again, tandaan po natin is inertia is tendency of an object to resist motion. So if an object stays at rest, it will remain at rest unless you exert a greater amount of force. Now, number 2, Newton's first law of motion is called the law of acceleration. Again, sinabi ko na po kanina, Newton's first law is inertia. Okay? Now, if an object is at rest, inertia will keep at rest, and that is true. Or, the inertia of an object is determined by its speed. Again, in terms of inertia, we are considering its force. Okay? Force po tayo. So that it will be false. Next, number 5, the speed of an object changes only when it's acted on by a balanced force. Again, greater amount of force, and that will be true. 6, a stationary object resists movement only because of gravity. So, wala na po involvement of gravity. Again, meron po tayong 2 types of forces, which is the contact and the non-contact. So, again, kung meron po siyang gravity, well, still, nasa motion pa rin po siya. Okay, there's still force acting upon it. So, that is false. 7, the tendency of an object to resist a change in motion depends on its mass. So, that is true. 8, if the net force acting on an object is 0, its inertia is also 0. Again, that is false. So, if the net force acting on object is 0, sabi dito, object is 0, inertia is also 0. So, intindihin mo muna yung problem, ba meron po tayong opposing or meron tayong acting. Okay? 9, when you are moving at a high rate of speed, inertia makes it hard to stop. And that is true. Again, if an object moves at a constant speed, then therefore, it will be hard for you to stop pagdating po doon. So, kunyari, tumatakbo, if a player tumatakbo po for about 26 meters per second squared, and at the finish line, it will be hard for him or her to stop. You need something to make it stop. Kailangan greater force ulit para mapatigil po natin yung runner na yon. And lastly, Newton's first law of motion applies only to objects that are already moving. So that is a false. Tandaan po natin, this is a law of inertia. Okay? Mamili lang po tayo sa inertia if the object remain at rest or will it move on a constant speed. And with that is a 1 to 10 items if you got it right. And good job, keep it up. If you got lesser than that, don't worry. Practice and practice until you succeed. Okay? And that will be the end for our first chapter, which is the first law of motion. On my next video, I'll be discussing the forces and newtons and the second law of motion. Okay? And with that, thank you and have a great day.